If you're that confident in your team, be like, pick a map, man. Even calling up your friend, your opponent, and just be like, you can choose the map. We don't care. We'll take it.
Tweet it out as a poll.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Speaking of tweeting, you guys can tweet using the hashtag HGC. You see what I did there?
Yeah, that was smooth.
The segues.
Got him.
All right, so we're going to Tomb of the Spider Queen. We're going to have a lot of team fights, teams trying to control the rotations, especially in the early game. Wave clear. I think these teams are going to be fighting over Gul'dan a lot too, knowing both the teams.
Yeah, reasonably so, considering the map. He is very, very strong there. And then I think I'm going to put more focus onto the solo laner. That's something I'm concerned about when looking at Naventic. It's amazing. A lot of teams seem very comfortable neglecting their solo lane. And we very frequently have seen here in North America so far that they just are okay on the 4-man. They absolutely lose the 1-man, and suddenly things quickly turn against them. So hopefully we avoid that here into this draft.
It does seem to me that No Tomorrow is less so doing that than some of the other teams because of Casanova. They always have a strong Casanova pick. And Casanova, after their loss yesterday, did tweet out that he was hoping to bring more consistency. Like, yes, he can make plays, but he wants to be a more consistent player for his team. And I think it's just awesome to see from him in general that he's willing to say, yeah, I made some mistakes. I'm new to this, but I'm willing to improve, and I want to show you how good I can make these games.
That guy has the absolute competitor mentality through him. It was amazing to be able to interview him at the summit, and also the fact that he just had that amazing performance on his Ragnaros with the Sulfurous Smash there. Again, that wasn't me just blowing smoke. That was very impressive and probably the most dominant performance of a hero there. And luckily, we get to see it again.
Why not pick it up once more?
There's a Gul'dan. It's got to be. You don't open with a medic without a Gul'dan backup, right? Unless you got something else you're busting out. It's not the Zul'jin.
Oh my. What is... I don't know. Naventic, by the way, was their Battleground choice, which is an interesting one, considering the fact that again, this is No Tomorrow, one of their preferred battlegrounds. Morales?
I don't know.
Zarya.
Where are you headed,
They're hiding
Naventic?
something. Surely they're hiding.
Okay, well, Zul'jin and Zul'jin and Gul'dan are the only things that really come to my mind, other than maybe a weird Zarya all-in shield-oriented comp. Maybe. But I think that's a farther stretch than maybe one of the other twos here. I don't think I'm missing anything else. Is there anything?
I'm going to pull up my hero list and look, because that is such a strange 2 picks to come out from Team Naventic.
It's got to be. They expect a Gul'dan ban in the back half. There's no way Naventic first picks Morales and does not expect a Gul'dan ban.
Or No Tomorrow just gets it here, because that's something that Talking Trees played too. When he wasn't playing Li Ming, a lot of Gul'dan.
It's not a Li Ming map.
No Tomorrow's now sitting here, sees that, and is thinking,
like, what? Artanis?
What?
Tychus.
No surprise, Tychus.
It's got to be Zul'jin, right?
Artanis Ragnaros. Who's going to play what? Are they going to solo tank Artanis?
I mean, they could. They could. It's not necessarily the norm, if you will. Naventic now, I'm still just
baffled. Bafflement.
I was going to say flabbergasted, I guess. I don't know.
That's a good one, too.
Yeah, by what's happening so far here for this Morales Zarya rotation with no hesitation. That was an insta lock.
That's right.
It wasn't like, guys, we're going to Zarya. Do we want a Morales? It was literally, Morales, we'll think about the Zarya later. We'll take it. It's done. Rhaegar's going to be the man out. A lack of Rhaegar in the rotation of No Tomorrow is going to be pinning them onto something a bit less comfortable with the Artanis pickup. I'm guessing it's a 7-sided strike Kharazim, which I love the Kharazim. Just please go Divine Palm. Sincerely, Dreadnought, thank you. Hopefully that is going to be the route they go. We'll see where they end up moving.
A letter to Tiger JK from Dreadnought.
Please pick Divine Palm.
Can you do that in a haiku?
I'm not that witty, nor do I understand poem culture well enough to be able to get away from that. I don't know. If you want to snap for me. It's the 373, right? Or is it 737? 575. 575. No, I'm not that good. Words are hard.
Volaban for No Tomorrow. I'll make it easier for you. I'll just move off of that. Vola and Zul'jin. Okay, Zul'jin ETC.
I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I knew it was one of those two options very early on, but I don't look at that and go like, That's the answer. This is it. But how fast Naventic locked it in, they have to be sitting there thinking, this is flat busted. This is our game.
Yeah,
GG.
especially because it's their map pick too, right? They said, we're going to Tomb. We're going to insta-lock in Morales Zarya. We're going to make sure that you don't have Ancestral Healing or Malfurion. I guess it is. It's the flat busted strategy. Not sure who that last pickup will be or who, again, is playing what. I am guessing Zuna wants to play Zul'jin. Zunajin. Was the last two
the Zunajin? All right, well. Is that like Nacho Jin, but then Zunajin? If Nacho Jin plays Zul'jin, what happens? Is that like meme central or what?
Oh, no! I didn't even think about that.
There's the Karazim and the Varian. As a response to the Morales Zul'jin approach, dive into the backline, get a little bit taunt, and proceed to kill them. Great follow-up there as well from Ragnaros and a setup there for the Ragnaros combo. So we'll see. I like what No Tomorrow's doing. I get the thought process there. I was surprised they didn't prioritize the Rhaegar and that Artanis Tychus rotation, but everything else I actually kind of like. The only thing I don't like is the fact we're on Tomb of the Spider Queen, and their wave clearer is, I think, non-existent would be a compliment, over boastful term to describe their draft. Meanwhile, on the opposite side, though, the one man is going to be the Thrall. That's going to be pretty successful. Artanis Thrall is just skirmish-oriented 1v1s, and the rest...
Is it Artanis Thrall, or will it be Ragnaros Thrall?
Oh, it should be Rag. Rag definitely. Yeah. So actually, that's interesting you bring that up, because then it comes down to, so if you think the 1v1 is going to be successful and just go like blow for blow with the Thrall in the isolation, so then you put the Ragnaros to complement your 4-man because you just don't have wave clear.
Right.
He can actually do it pretty well on his own. So I think it comes down to, am I more concerned about the 1 or am I more concerned about the 4? Traditionally, the safest route is always going to be the 4-man because, I mean, why win 1 lane when you can win 2? But I don't think it's a must-have. I just am in a complete loss for where does Zul'jin fall in the wave clear department and everything else. I can't help but feel like their confidence makes me feel like I'm missing something huge. Like, I'm actually, like, if you put the Ragnaros into the 4-man, I'm like, well, your bottom lane's going to go blow for blow. I don't think that Zul'jin duo trio is that overpowered. So I feel like right now I kind of like where No Tomorrow is. Plus, they gave him Ragnaros.
Right. It's funny because I did promise that things could get weird with these two having scrimmed each other. That is generally what can happen when the teams scrim each other, because they're so used to each other's strategies that they have to try to bring up whatever the other team doesn't know or hasn't been expecting yet. And that's the case here. I think Team Naventic came in with this plan. It's just whether or not No Tomorrow has all of the tools to try to stop that plan. It seems like they're off to a good start. They have this heavy melee composition. There's no Gul'dan to try to scare them. There is Earthquake. Earthquake could be a wrench in the plans of No Tomorrow if they go very dive-focused in trying to take out Morales.
Yeah, and a lot of it's going to be, the Zul'jin story. I mean, he hasn't won a game yet for North America.
He has won.
He went 1-1.
I think, yeah, it's not perfect.
But the entire time that we did witness the Zul'jin, at no point during that series was like, Zul'jin was the reason this game went over. It's like he did a little bit of damage. You could have replaced it with a majority of the heroes in the game. Tychus would be the maybe more improved version, but since he was removed, it's a big question mark for me. I'm afraid of it, to be honest, for Naventic here. But their confidence makes me go, I'm obviously missing out on something. They've got, they're the ones with the master plan. They've been doing it, the scrims in the backline and everything. So.
And we're bringing Varian back in, too, one who did not do very well during opening week 2. Very divey. So that's something that Airho needs to keep in mind.
Yeah.
In the past, some of his heroes have had the chance of getting caught out, Airho specifically. I'm wondering how exactly it's going to work with who's playing what. I would love to see Casanova again on Ragnaros and put somebody like Talking Trees on Artanis. He is he plays Kerrigan for the team in that weird double melee assassin they do. So it is a possibility, I think, for Trees to be there. But I guess, yeah, they're just going to be trying to dive and take out Morales. Maybe focus Zul'jin and then go to Morales once Tazdingo is hit.
I'm really torn on for the Varian pickup specifically, if I want to see, going for the stun at 4 or more for the defensive, having a true warrior, I guess, in that type of draft. I can't help but feel like the stun is the better choice. Survivability in the long run, it's just going to be heavy commitment into that medic Zarya Zul'jin, and just making sure you confirm one of those kills is going to be in the best interest. But I don't know. That's always a talent trade-off. I'm really kind of like, I don't know where I want to see you go. Because the taunt, you have to be so aggressive, so you want the preventing of damage. It's a rough line. So we'll see where they go with the Artanis. So
Well, we are ready. Thanks for your patience. We had a little bit of technical difficulties, but we're ready for game number 2, so we're heading into Tomb of the Spider Queen.
Oh my goodness.
You want Axe?
You want Axe?
I can't say that talent normally.
You want Axe? How does he say that? He's got a really cool...
I can't do it.
Oh, you...
Oh, look at his dance. It's awesome.
Yeah. He's throwing down, and his big impact on it as well.
Oh, that's fancy. Zuna's going to play Zarya.
Yeah, Thompson's going to be on the traditional, putting him on the Thrall. We do see Urho there, onto the Varian Casanova once more. And so, I don't...
Okay, so Jason's going to play Ragnaros. That is Master Rag,
yeah,
I believe. But it's probably a level of comfort thing. Who is going to be the best Artanis to get swaps? As Iacona mentioned yesterday, when you're going for Artanis, it's all about who can make the swaps. He's jumping in. First swap, not going to grab anybody.
Yeah, and that's going to be a power play here from Urho. For a moment there, good response from the rest of the team. One thing I am already looking at is the fact that the level 1 talent for Urho indicates more of running, you know, that preventative shields that I was referencing a bit earlier. And then we do see the rest of the squad sticking a little bit normal. The fact that Zarya is pulled away from grenade build is uncommon into the 4-man, but it's not an unheard of build by any means. She's got a couple of options she can move in.
Yeah, maximum charge. Pick up for Zuna instead. Maybe pairing that up with more energy talents later on. Hit Me at level 7 is one. Even endurance training and Born in Battle, you can get things like resistance, having your abilities up more often. So it just depends how heavily Zuna wants to spec into his energy. But now the key is, of course, to try to make sure that he keeps his energy up high so he can get through maximum charge quite quickly. And he's so far doing a really good job.
There's going to be a reverse swap. Tiger JK was not in position to be able to confirm that damage either. Everybody here on the bottom half for No Tomorrow is in a tough spot. They tap, they turn. Tychus is there for the flank though. Zuna might be in a tough spot. Nade tries to peel. Kenma is going to be going down here. That is going to be the first death for him in this game, and that is the very start here of what is about to be a very CC-oriented composition.
And what we didn't see there was Trauma Trigger giving a safeguard to Lieutenant Morales. Instead, Kenma wanted to have scouting drones. Zuna doesn't have personal barrier. Grenade takes him out. Zuna was trying to build into his energy, but maximum charge is going to take him just a little bit longer to collect now.
Yeah, you saw a little bit of the you know, thought process there, the aggression to move forward, and then it's just a little bit too far. Zuna not as calculated maybe as wanted with Kenma removed there. We do see the positioning of ETC, questioning if he wants to get the flank. And without wave clear, somehow still 2 kills, focusing on that kill potential is in fact No Tomorrow, which, speaking of that, the level 4 for Varian, I thought he was going to pull away with it, judging by his level 1, but instead he goes for the stun. They are worried about full lockdown, full kill potential onto either, you know, big impact on that Zul'jin or Medic.
Dread, how dare you even suggest Shield Wall as a talent for Varian? That's what everyone says. Oh, it's only Warbringer all the time. I
love Warbringer, to be honest, but it has a spot. Both, I think, very much do have an opportunity here. With Artanis, it's a lot more forgiving. Obviously, without that, I would just say, no, you need to be able to survive. Otherwise, useless as the Warrior. Tiger Jagay, aggressive rotation, but he'll be able to dash on out.
Patches has something for you. Swap hits big impact. He's got safeguard and healing on him. Arrow's in.
He stuns the healer. Now swaps onto big impact.
Nicely
confirms the kill.
Done.
Very well done.
I don't know if you saw, but the tweet was a haiku for you.
Oh, what was it?
About Karzin. I don't remember it. We'll make sure to look at it break, but it was good. It was good. Good job, Patches.
Swap is going to land. Zuna has no shield either. He goes down. That was the stun used, though, from Urho. It's going to be up here in about 3 more seconds.
My.
It didn't, not even needed. Iron Fist hitting like steel there.
A lot of gems have been lost already for Team Naventic, and if they can't get this under control, a lot more will be too. This whole entire time, Jason has been running rampant in the lanes, keeping them pushed.
Swap.
So look how the pushes are going. Jason might be in trouble, but Arrow's going to jump in on top of ETC. Another kill so quickly, 6 kills to 0. We're 3 minutes, 45 seconds into this game.
Yeah, No Tomorrow is quickly becoming one of the most entertaining teams for me to ever be able to watch here with their drafting, their decision-making, and playstyle. It is, I mean, how dare I say this, but it might be more Naventic than Naventic's playstyle this current HGC.
It does feel like that, doesn't it?
It very much is. That just, let's go, let's battle, let's fight, pick the crowd control. As long as we don't lose too hard in the wave clear in the long run, we will be able to out-trade you. And that really kind of, you know, I don't know how you out-Naventic, but it seems like maybe No Tomorrow is the start of it.
the key. They're pushing into the mid fort. Meanwhile, in the bottom, Artanis has been escorting that Web Weaver along, and in the top, finally Naventic can clear it up, but all of the forts are fairly low in health, the best being the one in the bottom. And the rotation is going to come up from No Tomorrow up to the top. Does VKid get out in time? He will, but not in a way to save the forts.
Yeah, and this looks like 9 is going to be picked up relatively soon. A complete 2-level lead, only 4 minutes and 45 seconds into this game. Transition towards mid. There goes the stun attempt, but it wasn't enough to be able to confirm the kill there. And I'm just looking for an answer on the side of Naventic at this point. They confidently first rotation that medic so far. It hasn't been working out too well for them.
No, and especially without Trauma Trigger, because there's that much more easy for No Tomorrow to be able to take her out once they do go in for stuns. She has Scouting Drone to hope to watch for those aggressive rotations that No Tomorrow are going in, but even with notice from Scouting Drone, they're still getting taken out in this game.
And Zarya shields, everything. And then we do see the auto attack adjustment there at 7 coming out from Zuna. Interesting choice, not pairing it with the level 1 too. So he's going to be getting that increased range and width there as long as he's high onto his energy. 10 is going to be picked up soon here. Turn-in is not going to be available for some time here if you are a No Tomorrow fan, but Naventic, they've got a couple in control. Just without the 10s, it's unrealistic they're going to do anything. If I'm No Tomorrow right now, I say screw the turn-in. I'm going to take your mid-fort. Like, I'm just going to pressure because you can't do anything. 2 levels is huge. You can take out a key front wall. That's more than Web Weaver,
so
and as I say that...
the charge in as well!
Baby.
Zul Jin just gets taken out so fast. Fort goes down.
I love this, man. I've been waiting to see the team that just so furious. Like, look, it's 45 seconds. It's almost off cooldown. And it literally half health that target. Like, just throw it out there. You win the video game if you press R with Ragnaros.
Not only that, look what they took for Karazim.
Yes!
Drift's new favorite team.
Oh my goodness!
Swap it Zuna again.
Woo!
Zunaya is gone. See ya.
It's like Christmas. It's actually Christmas. I don't even have words. All right, let's see if they can put it to work here. Already, Zuna is going to be dead. 10 is nowhere near. Again, Naventic is not going to be soaking the side lanes. They just don't. They are so battle-oriented. There goes one stun. There goes the swap attempt. The taunt is hit. Tomster's in a bad spot. A lot of harass onto Tomster. Nade is not going to be able to confirm the kill. And 3/4 the health. They even dropped the laser on the way out, you know?
Why not? That helps them get away, and Naventic want to take it out.
It's about... For the future, if you have 10 advantage over your opponents, that's pretty much how you can respond to any question you're wondering about your play. You're just like, well, should we do this? And you'll be like, why not? Because that is the power of 10.
Well, No Tomorrow now are looking for their second turn-in. Again, keeping up the aggression for as long as they can until they had to back off, get mana, get health, then can turn in, getting the boss while they're turning in to add insult to injury. No Tomorrow, who is this team?
They're our saviors. They are the rise from the depths that is going to be North America.
If you want Dragon-like you NA teams, just make sure that you can throw out Sulfurous Smash the way he likes and
Kick
get
Palm.
Divine Palm.
And that's the end of it. That's not true. They do a lot of other small things that aren't being pointed out here. It does sound simple, but they are really performing here. And now that they have this dominance in the top lane, I expect them, they're going to instead transfer to mid, okay. And they can confirm the mid keep for free. If not, top keep is 100% going to go down. If they do it fast enough, they can actually double down on that keep city there. So we'll see if they are effective enough in the transitions, as 10 is still out of reach because Naventic fails to soak onto the side lanes here whenever they end up falling down in the early game.
Drill will be available in 20 seconds too, so once No Tomorrow take out the keep in top, whatever keep they want to siege up to next, they can move up to top, throw the drill down as a way to accentuate damage on the keep boss. Well, the Web Weaver is still nice and healthy, even though the boss is down. It was an 8-minute boss, so I guess it's pretty easy to take out. But now, yes, Naventic have heroic abilities, but No Tomorrow have 13. Naventic, though, may want to try to fight without that talent here anyway because they are so far down at this point.
Yeah, they're in a really tough spot here. 13, my goodness, and they just got their 10, so we'll see if they make something happen. Swap attempt. Cleanse comes out from Kemba. It saves Zuna. Maybe the fight they might want to take, but either way, they're going to be fine. They're going to be able to pull away here. And they're going to just back up.
Yeah, that keeps at half health. The bottom Web Weaver is still barely alive. That should be most of No Tomorrow's gems now being used. Used well. They got a lot accomplished with those 2 turn-ins. But now what do they do?
they're just going to poke here over time and say, well, if you don't want to fight us, we have a talent tier over you. We're just going to poke away at your keep over the long run. As long as there's no major mosh, it's going to be fine. Laser's going to be thrown down. There is no swap available for Artanis yet. Zuna's going to move aggressively, but I expect the minute they overextend it, Kenma is slowly going to be in the eyes of Urho with that taunt. No swap attempt.
I might put Casanova in a bad spot. Tomster runs in.
See if the palm hits.
There's a blind expulsion zone 2. Casanova starting to get whittled down in his health. Here comes the rest of the damage. So Fear Smash.
So Fear Smash, actually there, it's 1-for-1 for now. Palm is going to be off cooldown still, and there's going to be Jason coming in at that Molten Core. Tiger JK going forward, and it's even trade, and that keep should fall from that harassment coming out from Jason.
Jason gets the keep just barely, maybe. Nope, maybe not.
Oh,
the keep stays alive. Jason will not. Arrow's going to jump back in. Actually, Lieutenant Morales goes down. Jason still staying alive. Look at the taunt onto Soljin after he gets done with Tazdingo. Tomster runs away, gets hit by a charge arrow right back into the fight. But B-Kid has respawned. Maybe B-Kid and Zuna can finally stop the siege.
They can't even get rid of it. Urho goes in once more. Somebody's going to sacrifice themselves. The taunt comes out. Zuna is deleted there. And this is a 4-level lead. 2 keeps. 10 minutes into this game. No Tomorrow is amazing right now. I've never seen a team convert from disoriented and well, not even that, like week 1 to yesterday to today. It has just been, these haven't just been leveled up. They have just been skyrocketing as fast as they can upward, and that is, man, it's just beautiful to be able to see this.
You guys can see why there was respect from Naventic, where they may not always give it to other teams. Respect from Naventic to this team and from a lot of other teams here in the HGC of North America to No Tomorrow, because they have all the tools. It's just executing those tools to perfection.
Like this, hit E, hit R, win the game. There it is, one is gonna be picked. And but that's it, see that small thing? Jason didn't do much there. And it wasn't even needed. But that is the huge difference between this team running Ragnaros and any other team in North America so far. It's literally, once stun hits, they just use it. It is such a low cooldown spell. It's just, I don't know. I know I'm talking about it probably a bit too much at this point, but I don't think you guys totally understand how it seems like a very simple thought, but very rarely do the simple things really carry over to play at the professional level here of North America. 16 talents here, 13 not even picked up, another laser dropped, another keep to follow.
Naventic are never going to get the talent tier even. They have to fight here. They have Stim Drone. They have Tazdingo. Stim Drone hasn't been dropped yet. There it is. It's on Tazdingo 2. Already done. Mosh Pit hits 3 members in the back. B-Kid, a great Mosh Pit, but still can't get anybody taken out from No Tomorrow. Trees is zoning away Kenma from the rest of the team, while No Tomorrow Tiger JK jumps in onto ETC. This might be the best fight yet that we've had for Naventic, though. So Fear Smash hits the top. Lieutenant Morales gets taken out. B-Kid nearly there, too.
They're just going to look for a game at this point. They've done so much. The swap is not going to land there. There comes out the Molten Core from Jason. Tiger JK still having to find Palm, so we'll see if he keeps the rest of his team up. But that is 4 people dead. B-Kid the only one left. No Mosh Pit. And a very fast game. Game number 1. Game number 2. And even faster considering the fact we're on Tomb of the Spider Queen and this thing didn't even last 13 minutes. Naventic is going to lose this one. No Tomorrow up 2-0.
19 kills to 1. 4 level leaded on Tomb of the Spider Queen. Beaten Naventic on Battlefield of Eternity. No Tomorrow is on fire.
Yes, and
not just because they pick Ragnaros.
Oh, see, I was going to slip that one back in. See, it's the full circle. I brought it in the first series. Now we're going to pull it back. Either way, no, I agree. I'm just ready for the next game to already start. That's all I want at this point. I don't have any more compliments to be able to throw out that way. I'm not going to put any more criticism to Naventic. You know, they make the same mistakes multiple games in a row, and so it's going to be like, well, I don't know what to expect. It's not going to be a different result. So it's just get to the next game, and hopefully they keep up the pressure, keep up the synergy and the lack of hesitation, and just that aggro playstyle, because it's thoroughly entertaining and very impressive.
Well, I can promise you that we will get to that game number 3 right after